Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Let's go through a quick market update and share perspectives from various analysts on both Bitcoin and XRP, including perspective from one analyst who says that, really, as it pertains to XRP specifically, any price under $1 is an amazing buy. And I have to tell you that I think that by the time this market cycle's over, it will be increasingly obvious that that is indeed the case, because if we're going to have a proper alt season, XRP is going to go absolutely ballistic. And the fact it's at 59 cents right now, people are going to be thinking that you were just lucky out there. You were able to snatch this up, you knew about it, and it was probably some easy experience. But the truth is, although we're fortunate, for most people, I don't think that there's many of you out there who would say that you're just outright lucky. I mean, you have to go through hell to actually see this through emotionally, but most people go through hell. I mean, I don't really have a hard time with this, but it is tough for people. I understand that psychologically, and then you invest your own money, and sometimes it goes down. That don't feel so hot, and I get that. But by the time this market cycle's over, people will just be amazed that you were one of the few who bought XRP for under a frickin' dollar, because there will be a time where you're never going to see a price below that ever again. I firmly believe that anyway. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video, it's past midnight now, so it is Saturday. Although I don't count it as Saturday. It's not the next day until I go to sleep and wake up, and damn it, them's the rules on the Moon Lambo channel. I don't make the rules. I just follow the rules on the Moon Lambo channel. But it is 12:18 a.m. Central Time. Fine, it's Saturday, July 20th, 2024. XRP, like I just said, well, now it's a hair below 59 cents. Live coin watch here. Bitcoin at $66,627, but over the last 24 hours, as you can see on this chart here, it's just 24-hour chart, been trending upwards. Happy to see that. Here, the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, I was looking at this before I hit record, and it kind of made me lull just a little bit, little laughing out loud. We're at 74 out of 100, so we're in greed, but look right, where I'm moving my mouse right here, right, you can see that last week, just 1 week ago, we were in extreme fear, not just fear, but extreme fear at 25 out of 100. And right at that time, I said, at some unknown point in the future, we will enter greed yet again. And here we are. Back and forth, but always trending upwards in terms of expansion of the total crypto pie in terms of market cap, at least. Here is this post from chart analyst Rakesh Upadhyay, who writes for Cointelegraph. I want to share with you two parts of this, including what he had to say about XRP. Because honestly, it's very, very difficult at this point to find analysts who are reputable, who don't have a bias against XRP, who think that XRP is not going to do so hot. It's virtually impossible. And so he had some mostly positive stuff to say about XRP, but first let me share with you the top part here. Bitcoin turned up on July 19th after a mild pullback for the past 2 days. Farsight Investors data shows that United States-based spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds continued to witness inflows on July 17th and 18th, signaling that market participants had turned cautious but not bearish. On-chain analytics firm Santiment said in a post on X that the number of Bitcoin wallet addresses holding a non-zero balance had plummeted by 672,510 over the past month. According to the firm, such mass liquidations are generally followed by a rebound. And what have we seen? Eventually, you run out of people who are afraid. People are willing to sell. The lettuce hands, they get rid of themselves. The problem fixes itself, I just had a flashback to that movie Office Space. We fixed the glitch. Milton, getting fired. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But I will burn this building down. Anyway, so XRP, though, let's talk about this. So check this out. He writes, XRP turned down sharply from 64 cents on July 18th, indicating that the bears are fiercely defending the level. Okay, let me pause. Fair enough if you want to characterize it like that. But I will have you know that XRP recently was as low as 38 cents. So it climbed by about 67%. So the fact that we've seen a little bit of a drawdown since then, not exactly astonishing. Nothing goes up perfectly in a straight line forever, but that's been quite the impulsive move, right? And broad expectations from analysts that even if you see a little bit of corrective measure right now, we're going to ultimately see a strong continuation of the upside. The biggest bursts we haven't even seen yet. So if you think that was fun, and it was, frankly, you ain't seen nothing yet. Lots to look forward to. Anyway, then he writes, the XRP USDT pair dropped back below the breakout level of 57 cents, but the long tail on the July 19th candlestick shows aggressive buying at lower levels. The moving averages are completing a bullish crossover, and the RSI, Relative Strength Index, is in the positive territory, indicating that the path of least resistance is to the upside. If the price maintains above 57 cents, the bulls will again try to overcome the barrier at 64 cents. So that's a key level, and roughly that I keep seeing cited. And, you know, analysts will squabble amongst themselves about what the proper level is to note, whether it's 64 cents, 65 cents, or 66 cents. We're splitting hairs here at this point, somewhere around there. That is a notable level, and then the next notable one I keep seeing from analysts is around 75 cents. But after that one, that's where analysts are typically like, yeah, but if it really does break through that resistance of 75 cents, it's going to blast through $1. That's what I keep seeing comments along those lines from multiple analysts when they're talking about XRP here. But again, key takeaway here, the path of least resistance is to the upside. So when we're talking about analysis from these chart guys, it's not a promise of what is going to happen. It's about probability of outcome. And what I keep seeing, and it's what he's indicating here, the most likely route for XRP in the short term is up. Here's a post from World of Charts, and this is a crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin on your screen here, and you can see the current market cycle we're in now before we've had an absolute blow-off top. It hadn't happened yet. Then you've also got the last two market cycles for everything excluding Bitcoin, and he says, this is how altcoins along with Bitcoin moves over the years according to this historical chart. We are very close to massive alt season in coming months. Crypto can give massive returns. And it is funny, and it's just worth highlighting briefly here. I won't belabor the points, but history kind of rhymes with itself. Doesn't perfectly repeat. But look at this damn thing. It's gonna go, in all probability anyway. Here's a post from Charting Guy, and he says, markets move in 5 waves. Bitcoin is missing a 5th wave. It's so simple. My previous count was incorrect. I thought we may still be in a wave 3, but this consolidation lasted too long. It had to be a wave 4, so target still remains. Blow off top Q1 2025, $140,000 to $180,000 Bitcoin, in my opinion. Now, folks, if that happens, the amount of money flowing through to altcoins, oh my God. And in fact, I'll probably have sold my Bitcoin by that point, maybe even all of it. I mean, if it even gets close to $100,000, I'd be willing to sell most of it below that. Because, mind you, I've been here since 2017. I held Bitcoin when it was $3,200. So if you're talking about finally getting up there, close to 100 grand, I'll be like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm enticed. At least for most of it. Maybe I'll keep like, I don't know, 20 or 25% of my Bitcoin and see if it goes higher. And, you know, maybe. I'll think about it. It kind of depends because there's a lot of moving parts to this. And as far as when I sell certain things and at what prices, it depends on what preceded it. Like I've even talked with XRP, so I frequently noted that I plan to sell most, if not all, of my XRP between the range of like $5 to $8. But who knows? If all of my other altcoins go first and I've just made an absolute fortune, maybe I won't care as much, and maybe I'll be willing to risk it to see if I can get a little bit more out of XRP, at least for a portion of my holdings, because I won't care as much. But if XRP were to run sooner than later, and it's among the first and a bunch of my other alts hadn't run, I'd be more inclined to make sure I secure some damn profit, especially between $5 to $8, because I bought a metric F-word ton of XRP. Subjectively to me, it's that much anyway. Some of you wouldn't think it's that much. Some of you would agree, yeah, that's a ton. So, you know, it depends. There's too many moving parts for me to definitively say, even though I've had over 6.5 years to think about this, I can't definitively say what I'm going to do because I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But it's going to be exciting and fun. I will definitely say that. It's fun to think through it, though, right? But yeah, you're talking $140,000 Bitcoin. My God, we're gonna have, like, if you've been here for a hot minute, if you accumulated, like, if he's right about that, and we know, like, come on, alts will go crazy. If he's right, your life-changing wealth is actually coming, and it's gonna be completely surreal. Because I think, as far as I'm concerned, it's coming no matter what, like whether it's this market cycle or even if the bears are right and it's over and we have to wait a few years. Okay, fine. And I don't think that's remotely probable. I think it's going to be happening this year and early next year, perhaps. But that would be my for fun guess here. But either way, it's coming. That's why I've said it a couple times recently. I haven't really worded it like this until very recently. But like, if you just give me enough time, I will be proven to be correct about XRP. I firmly believe that. Whatever that means, whether, and I say that because, again, I acknowledge there's a small possibility we have to wait another market cycle, but just give me enough time, I win. I just win. And I win by doing absolutely nothing. And then I'll just throw it in your little bitch-ass face, because I was right and you were wrong. Here's a post from Charting Guy talking about XRP now. So there was, he's actually in response to a post from somebody else who wrote the following. And this is worth talking about. He says, I have this dilemma about buying some more XRP or waiting for the next dip in August you mentioned. Do you think there may be a better entry than today? Well, okay, just even if he's expecting a dip, you don't know for sure if it's going to come. What if it doesn't? That happens to people and then you miss your entry. But anyway, he says, anything under $1 is an amazing buy on XRP. Don't get caught up if it's 52 cents versus 62 cents. Accumulate a set amount every paycheck, no matter price. Have some savings to buy blood like we saw earlier this month. You can't lose with this strategy. This applies to all coins and stocks. Now, that, I think, personally, is good advice. You guys do whatever the hell you want. I'm not telling you what to do. I think that makes a ton of sense, and I did that for myself. And so I'll mention this because there are always new people coming to the channel. I haven't talked about it in a while anyway, but after I jumped into crypto in 2017, it was a crazy time to jump in. Bubble inflated, yes, and ultimately popped shortly after I jumped into crypto. And by, but I can't remember exactly when I started buying XRP again, because, I bought in November 2017 and a bit in December, and a little bit in January too, even actually, not much. Almost none actually in January because it was already well on its way and I could see that. But the bubble popped, and then I was like, oh, well, we're going to be in a bear market. It's probably going to be years until this thing bounces back. But I was like, I'm just going to dollar cost average in once it looks like it's collapsed tremendously. And so by the time it got down to, I think it was 55 cents is when I made my next purchase. It was at some point in the summer. I can't remember if it was, June or July. It's probably around there. And then it went down and I bought it 50 cents, 45 cents, 40 cents, 35, 30 cents, 25 cents. It's all the way down. And it would go a little up, a little down, but trending downward. And I just kept buying. And I didn't worry that it was going in that direction because I just wanted a bigger quantity of XRP, and I knew I couldn't time the bottom anyway, so it was a fool's errand. I didn't care. I just kept buying and buying and buying and buying. So if you're questioning, does it make sense? It's more like, do you want to have a larger XRP holding or not? Because if this thing's going to 10 bucks, if you buy it 52 cents or 62 cents, it's not going to matter a whole lot. It really isn't. 10 bucks, 15, 20 bucks, wherever it ends up going. It's not going to matter. And so for me, I don't look, if you're in dollar cost average mode, like that's what you do. And it sounds like this guy, nothing against this individual, it's a reasonable question, looking for some perspective. But to me, it's like, if you want more XRP, you don't worry about the price. And this is true of any crypto. This is just how you accumulate. And so that's how I've treated everything that I've been buying. And for a long time, I was buying a set amount of XRP every single week. I was putting in the same amount in terms of US dollars every single week, regardless of price. And it was trending down. So I was underwater on my XRP holding for the first few years that I was holding it. And now I'm up a lot. I say that subjectively. I mean, my average buying price for XRP is 25 cents. So by crypto standards, it's actually not a lot, but it's a lot compared to what I put in terms of United States dollars. So that's the way I look at it anyway. Here's a post from chart analyst Bobby A. XRP has reclaimed the middle Bollinger Band 20 SMA and critical moving averages on the monthly time frame. The Bollinger Bands are the tightest in the asset's history, and the stochastic RSI has confirmed a bullish cross on the monthly time frame. Now, that is of particular note. And I started talking about this a fair bit actually back in April when there were a couple chart analysts that started, making it very widely known, and crypto media picked up on it also. Hey, Bollinger Bands tightest in history, actually, even back in April. They're even tighter now, though. Hadn't seen anything quite this tight since since 2017, rather. And here we are. And this, when this happens, it does indicate there's going to be a break in the relatively near future. It doesn't mean it's going to go up or down that in and of itself. But if you look at other factors and understand we're in a bull market, in terms of what's most probable, I would certainly argue a move to the upside, like an explosive move to the upside. That would absolutely be my expectation. There's also this post from Crypto Insight UK, and he said XRP potential short-term price action, and he shared the screen grab. He said it's a snippet from his newsletter. And it's worth looking if you can, but it's basically highlighting an expectation of where he thinks XRP is likely to go in the short term before a massive move to the upside. And he wrote the following. As most of you know, XRP has been leading the charge for alts. Long may this continue. This is what I'm thinking may happen next for XRP price action. The time frame I am unsure on, but the structure could look something like the above. And I thought, okay, so folks, I thought I'd highlight this because this is a potential outcome in his estimation that could bring XRP into the lower 50-cent region, maybe around 52 cents or so. I've seen multiple analysts warn that 52 to 53 cents is something that's reasonably probable. And so I just want to let you know, if it happens, it's not unexpected. It's not going to go up in a perfectly straight line, but there would ultimately be continuation. All the analysts that I follow talking about XRP, they do agree on that much. It's going up regardless. I mean, I can't think of an exception off the top of my head. It's either they say it's going to move to the upside, or they're just kind of neutral. There are some that are more like neutral, but almost all of them, frankly, from what I've been seeing, it's just like, no, it's not going to matter. Like, it's just going to keep rocketing to the upside. So we'll see what happens. We'll find out together. But man, what an exciting time to be in crypto. I freaking love this stuff. I absolutely love this stuff. As I feel like I know what's coming, not with literally 100% certainty, but just about. I understand, like, I firmly believe that my life-changing wealth is coming, and I know so many of you listening are optimistic and believe the same is coming for you. And you're probably right. Like, you really could be. It's, like, there's never been an opportunity like this in the history of our species, but here it is, and we're living through the advent of the creation of crypto. Like, it's just incredible that we are so fortunate to be here at this time. People will be so envious. Like, fast forward a decade or two, tell them your journey. Like, they're going to absolutely be interested. You were there, and you had the opportunity, and you were like, you knew about crypto, and you were in it when 4 or 5% of humans on the planet were in crypto. Really, you? Exactly. Yes. And that's where. And you're talking about XRP. Way less than 1% of humans on the planet have ever held XRP. Almost none of them know what it is. Talk about the opportunity of a lifetime. Hell yeah. Sign me up. Well, I've already been signed up. So anyway, we'll keep you apprised of what's going on, but everything's looking good. So even if there's further pullback, it doesn't matter. On the higher time frame, nothing has changed. Bull mode, son. We are in a bull run. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.